Since the beginning of time, or baseball, pitchers have been told to ice their arms. To this day, I still get the question, should my son ice his arm? Should I ice my arm when I'm done pitching? And in this video, I'm just going to go over why you shouldn't ice your arm and what most of the pitchers in professional levels, including me, have learned over the course of our careers. What's good, everybody? It's Percy Garner, former Major League pitcher, and I want to help you become one. As a quick reminder, on this journey, we got to remember to crawl before we walk. And if you learn anything from this video today, make sure you subscribe and give me a like to show your appreciation and also to let me know to make more videos like this. Now let's get started. Alright, I just want this to be somewhat of a quick video, not going to go in too much depth. I think Trevor Bauer did a video on this where he did what Trevor Bauer does, and that's go super scientific. And trust me, I was his locker mate. I know how he is into his physics and stuff. But anyways, icing your arm, I did it my whole career. Okay, let me rephrase that. I did it all through Little League, all through high school, all through college. And then I think it was my second or third year in professional ball with the Phillies, I figured out that I didn't need to ice my arm. I don't think it was any of the trainers telling me that I shouldn't ice my arm. I think I noticed one of the pitchers that wasn't icing their arm, and I kind of was intrigued by it because, like I said, since the dawn of time, pitchers were told to ice their arms. So I always thought I had to. And then once I encountered this individual, and they were like, yeah, I don't ice my arm's fine. Because at the time, I was having a couple nagging issues, nothing major. I was on my way to a major injury that I found out later, but that's not what this video is about. I quickly learned that, icing your arm is kind of a thing you don't need to do, and it could even actually, have an opposite effect on you. Before I go into any negative effects that icing your arm may have, I want to start with the things that I did after I stopped icing my arm. So it's not like I just didn't quit everything. I had specific arm care, I had trainers, I had access to different, resources to take care of my arm that most young pitchers don't. So the things that I really, really became obsessed with were arm exercises. Now that was targeting things around my shoulder and around a lot of the ligaments and muscles that go into throwing, to take pressure off of them, and also just to get the blood flow. Because the main thing you need to do to have your arm recover is get blood flow going around your whole body and getting into that. So a lot of that is running. So I did 20-minute runs, and that was when I was a starter. But when I went to relieving, the running got a little bit different because obviously I'm not throwing over 100 pitches as a reliever. So the things you wanna focus on are making sure you're doing proper arm care, whether that's exercising muscles that are around your throwing muscles, and then also making sure you're getting blood flow throughout the whole body by doing sprints or long distance running. That you'll see big time effects, and you'll be surprised how quick your arm comes back. I know because I started to throw a lot in 2016, and I was relied heavily on by the Indians to throw. I think I ended up throwing over 90 innings that season without even the postseason. I want to talk about what the negative things could be of icing your arm. Okay, there aren't huge, devastating, drastic drawbacks to icing your arm, and I don't want to make this video to make you stop icing your arm. I'm just saying, if it were me, I would. But you have to make sure you do those exercises I just talked about. Now, the negative things that icing your arm could be, and I'm kind of referencing Trevor Bauer's video here, but I just want to put it in simple terms. Most of the time, when people are told to ice a body part, they've sprained an ankle, you can see swelling on the outside. But when you throw, you don't see that. So there really isn't a point to do that because you're trying to limit inflammation. And icing can't really limit inflammation on the inside. You just need to be active. That's why I said running and doing arm exercises will get that done for you. I want to wrap up this video also by saying that there are pitchers that still ice. There's probably big time Cy Young winner pitchers that still ice. I just want to get across to you that it's not a must, and that I found more success with my arm being able to pitch on back-to-back days or pitch in 2 games in 3 days. As a reliever or a starter, I think you can be put in better positions to perform longer in a season and not break down if you just take care. Now, if you want to combine icing and arm exercises and running long distance in between your outings, that's fine. I'm just telling you, all the way from 2012 to 2018, I stopped icing, and that was the most healthy I've ever been. That was the most healthy my arm has ever been, and that's when my career really took off. And I'm not blaming my struggles early on in my career on icing. Just saying, icing is not a must. Take care of your arms other ways. Now, I hope these tips about icing your arm have helped. And remember, as a reminder, I'm always going to remind you, you got to learn to crawl before you walk, and just take each step as a learning process, and sometimes there's going to be failures. Trust me, I know all about that. But I plan on making more of these videos. Some will go into more advanced stuff about holding runners as a pitcher, or a lot of things that I learned kind of late in my career that I wish I would have learned earlier. But I just hope these tips help you guys out. I love sharing this information, love talking pitching. And yeah, just make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any questions or if you have any feedback or requests for new videos that you want me to make. Also, I hope you guys enjoy this new kind of setup. It was kind of creeping me out with that blue backdrop behind me, so I ditched that. I went kind of more of like a vlogging setup where I'm kind of just running around with my camera, and it's kind of sore on my shoulder, but hey, whatever. I just need to get back in the gym. But I hope you like this new format. I'm going to be mixing it up, but again, leave a comment down below with feedback. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.